I'm great. How are you?
Good. I can't complain. But they say it wouldn't do any good if you did anyway.
Right.
Coco, just to tell you a little bit about myself, like you said, I am Bunnie. I'm from the Bunnie Hole. It is a positive blog. I stay away from, it's enough negative and controversy, out there already. I really try to provide a platform for people to express themselves and, kind of stay on the positive side. So that's just a little insight about me and what I do. Like I said, there's enough gossip out there. If we really don't, we really try to stay away from it. So I'll keep it brief, just a couple of questions, mainly pertaining to, yourself and the role that you play. Just to kind of jump in, what advice would you give to your younger self as far as like your relationships or actually following your dreams or, just pursuing your goals?
To my younger self, I would say just to take your time and not to settle. I feel like I've settled a lot in my younger years, and which caused me to make a lot of mistakes and some regrets. So I would say like to take my time and just don't settle. I know what I want. Just go for what you want. You don't have to settle.
Okay, just go for what you want. Don't settle. I understand. I think I'm at that age where, you can if whatever decision you make, it can go this way or you can go that way. And I'm at that point myself where it's like, don't settle because if you go that way, then this could happen. But on the flip side, if you go that way, that could happen. So I don't understand that. If being in the industry, I know there are a lot of things, you definitely have to be able to multitask, multi-talented. What would you say if you weren't a musician, what would you say that you would be doing? Artist, I'm sorry. If you weren't an artist, what would you say that you'd be doing?
I've always been into hair and makeup, so probably own my own salon or something like that.
That's pretty cool. I actually had an interview with another young lady, and she was like, I can braid really well. I'll be doing hair. And I was like, okay. Y'all be the
actually came out. Before SWV came out, I was braiding hair, so, yeah.
I can't braid to save my life. My 7-year-old's hair looks like, I swear, it looks like buckwheat. Like, she's like, Ma, can you please No. I'm working on it. It's getting better, I promise.
Okay. At least you're working on it.
Right. This was like, by the time you're 12, I'll have it down. I promise. We're good.
Oh, no. No, let's get it before 12.
I know. Have you ever been in a situation where, clearly, you're in the public eye, so it's a lot of things that, that are thrown at you or, things that you have to cope with on your own, even though you are in the public eye. Have you ever been in a situation where you maybe felt defeated or, if you did, how did you cope with it? What's something that, like, your key thing to bounce back from being in a tough situation?
I mean, well, whenever I'm in a tough situation, period, of course, I just pray, just ask God to bring me out of it. And I try to look at the positive side of things because if you dwell on the negative, you're just going to stay defeated.
Right.
And you don't want to be defeated. You want to come out of it. So I say pray, think positive and just keep pushing.
Definitely. I know my dad is a pastor. I talk a lot, I'm sorry. My dad is a pastor.
You're fine.
But, when I was younger, he used to just instill in me, you have to pray, you have to pray, you have to pray. And then you go through that phase where you're like finding yourself and you're like, well, do I really have to pray? Like, or is this just something that you want me to do? And I definitely understand that, now that I'm older and I understand, it's just a habit now. Now it's something that you just do. So I definitely understand, praying and staying on the positive side. You do a lot of interviews, events, public speaking. Everything is, it's so broad and it's out there, and it's everything that I've seen, I definitely commend you for. A lot of times you're censored, not so to speak, being in the public eye. If it's one topic that you would be able to speak on that you haven't been able to speak on, is there anything in particular that you would like to address?
I guess like mental health, you know, a lot of Black people don't take it serious, or we don't educate ourselves and know enough about it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we are afraid to even look into it for thinking, oh, I'm crazy. You know, thinking someone is crazy, and it's more to it than that. So I just lately been getting into trying to educate people,
mm-hmm.
you know, about mental illness. I haven't had a chance to do it before, but, you know, now that I'm educating myself and I'm learning more about it, I just want to show everybody else what it really is.
Definitely, I understand that. I think I mean personally, I hate it when people joke like, "Oh, girl, I'm crazy," or I'm going through something. Like, you know, that's really something that you have to pay attention to, because in our community, it's not addressed. It's simply something that that's brushed off. You know, I respect that. I definitely appreciate that. It's something that I'm working towards myself, just bringing more awareness to it, because you never really know what somebody is actually going through.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You never know what that person may be going through, or what they're dealing with, or the reason why they are the way that they are.
Mm-hmm.
So just educate yourself and just be careful with the things that you say, like, oh, like you said, I'm crazy, oh, I'm bipolar, she's bipolar. You know, just got to be careful with your words.
Yes, definitely. What are some words of encouragement that you would say to someone in the industry? I know before we said, you know, just to your younger self, but to someone that's going through, because it's hard to remain original in the industry where everybody is so alike, or the same style, or you feel you have to be this way in order to succeed. Do you have any advice for anyone that's trying to come in and just stay original?
Not really, because the industry has changed so much since SWV came into the industry. It's a different day and time. So how they doing things now is just a tad bit different. You know, if it's something that you really want to do, you just got to keep at it, you know. But like I tell everybody's not going to make it. You need a plan A, B, and C. Yeah. But if this is what you have your heart set on, just keep trying. Just keep at it. But you got to be smart. If it doesn't pop off, maybe it's just not for you.
Right. And I'm a firm believer that what's for you is going to be for you, no matter how far you stay. You know, if it's there, things just happen. You know, it's just the way it's supposed to be.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, let's dig more into, you know, your music with you. We know, everyone knows SWV, but I want to get to know Coko. I want to know, you know, like, what are your plans as far as, like, your goals in the music industry, or what you're working on, your current projects that you have?
Right now I'm not doing anything major in music. I'm about to do a mixtape, actually. And this is going to be on, like, songs that have inspired me when I was coming up. Like, a lot of the 80s songs I want to redo and just show my love and appreciation for the people that I looked up to that made me want to do what I'm doing now. So it's going to be hot.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm a music fan. You know, clearly I wouldn't be here. So I'm a music fan. But I'm a music fan. And when people look at me, they're like, oh, you're young. Like, what do you know about this? Like, hold on. Let's take it back. So I love the fact that, you know, you remain in the music. You know, you bring music to the table. It's definitely something that's needed. It's so needed.
Yeah.
What are some challenges that you face, you know, like working with other women? I know being in the industry as a woman itself is hard. But being in a group, you know, what was that like? Was that hard facing the world as a female group?
Yeah, of course, being with females is hard anyway. You have different personalities. Women are catty. You have two over here, one over there, you know, and a whole bunch of that it can be messy.
Yes.
But if you're not strong enough, especially if you're not strong enough to just ignore the outsiders and the naysayers, you know, it's going to be a problem. So that's what I've experienced in being in a group. And then, of course, I was a lead singer, so that's more added pressure onto that. So it could be messy at times. But then we did have a lot of good times as well. So it wasn't all bad.
Right. I definitely understand. Well, do you remember the first time you heard yourself on the radio?
Oh, yeah. I was actually in a limo in California. I think maybe it was my first time in California. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't my first time. But we were in a limo in California, and we were listening to the radio, and Right Here came on the radio, and we just started screaming. We went crazy.
Aww. Yeah. I can imagine. Like, I've had people say, you know, like, oh, I passed out, and I didn't hear it until I woke up. Like, wait a minute. How did you miss that? We passed out. Right, no, we stayed up. We were jamming and rocking out with it. Definitely understand. I'm not a musician myself. I can't sing much too. So I sing as well as I breathe. I put it that way. So I can't. Oh, no. I know. Right? So I can't imagine, just being driving around and then, I just hear myself and it's like, whoa, like right. It's surreal, Mm-hmm. It's a new show coming out called Boy Bands. Do you think that like pop bands and groups are kind of coming back around? I know you said before it's like the industry is completely different than what it was before. Do you feel like it's maybe making a little U-turn or coming back around, or do you think that bands will eventually, or groups or bands will eventually, come back into the limelight?
I don't know. It would be nice if groups made it come back into the limelight because, they've been missing.
Yes.
Like everything else is coming back, so let's get some groups back up in the air.
I would love to. Maybe I sing better in a group.
Now, what is boy band about?
No, boy band is just, it's similar to, I don't know if you remember a while back where Diddy had a show and there were just a bunch of men that were, auditioning to be into.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's similar to that. It's something that's similar to that. Just, more reality-style era because, it was a little different back then. But it's basically the same idea. There we go, the same concept is coming back. So that's why, it kind of makes you think, like, hey, are they making a comeback? Am I ready? Is it happening? How do you feel being like an icon? Like, SWV was definitely iconic. They still are, especially to me. I grew up listening to SWV. I'm younger. But I definitely grew up listening to SWV. So, how did you deal with being iconic or like an idol or someone that girls like myself looked up to? Was that tough at all?
No, it wasn't tough because I don't think I realized it at the time. But now, it's great to have so many people say, oh, you influenced me, we try to sing like you and things of that nature. So, that's always a good feeling. And just to know that you were able to influence somebody.
Yes, definitely. So where are you? I know you said you're coming out with your mixtape now. Like, are you, is that going to be the only thing coming? Do we have any, like, gospel, anything to look forward to?
Oh, no. No more gospel.
No more gospel?
No. Anything else that comes will be R&B.
Okay, R&B, good. I love you. Like I said, I'm a big music fan, so any genre, I'll take it.
Yeah. That's what I'm working on.
Like that, we're going to stay away from that. Well, I don't like to hold you too long, but before I do let you go, do you have any questions for me or anything that you'd like to say or promote? I like to give people an opportunity to kind of put things out there.
No, I'm good. I don't have any questions.
Okay.
And you let me speak on what I wanted to speak on, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay, that way, the last thing I need is for someone to walk away and be like, dang, I didn't get to say this, or she didn't ask me that. So I like to give people the opportunity to be like, hey, this is what I want to talk about.
No, we good.
Good. Okay. Well, I'll just kind of wrap it up. I'll let you know the process. I send, before anything is published, I like to try to send it over and get approval before it's actually put out, just because I don't want you to hear anything or read anything and you be like, well, who is she interviewing? Because I didn't say that. That's a lot. Right. Be like, wait, she wasn't talking to me. That's some other Coko. I don't know her. So, so before anything is published out, you definitely will have the approval before anything goes out.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And just thank you for hopping in the Bunnie Hole. I appreciate you taking out the time to speak with me. And I will have a podcast coming out soon, so I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to have you back on.
Yes, for sure.
Yay! All right. Well, thank you so much, Coko. I appreciate you taking out time to talk to me, and you have a great day.